And the reading paper has a total of 40 questions. And the reason why reading is very difficult for a lot of students is because it is a module that is taken towards the end of your exam for paper pen candidates. So when you appear for a paper pen style of IELTS exam, the sequence of modules are writing, listening and reading. But if you go to the website of IELTS, they say that the sequence is writing, reading and listening. But majority of the centers, if you ask the students, okay, they will tell you that the exam is taken in this sequence, that is writing, listening and reading. Okay, that is for paper pen. So after doing writing and after doing listening, okay, you've already drained your mental you are already drained, okay, you have already exhausted your mental capacity. And when you're towards the end, you get to read. And that is why reading is not very difficult, but it seems so on the day of the exam because it is the last module that is tested. And hence this is number one reason why you should practice reading a little bit extra compared to the other modules. Okay, that is number one. Number two is, okay, let's come to this topic of tips and tricks. Okay, if you go to the internet, if you go on YouTube, and if you type tips and tricks reading, okay, so broadly there are 11 question types, 11 types of questions that the reading module can have in your IELTS paper. Okay, so are you going to memorize tips and tricks for all 11 different types of questions? Okay, let's assume that you end up memorizing all these tips and tricks. Okay, when that pressure of exam kicks in, when you know that there is a time factor that is being calculated, when you see that second hand of the clock ticking, okay, what happens is a student panics, and this happens to almost all of them. Okay, a student will panic and they will resort to reading entire passages. Okay, so your entire memorization and your entire practice of doing it by tips and tricks goes down the drain, and you start reading the passages and looking for answers. Okay, so how exactly should I approach the reading section of IELTS?